see y'all wearing your Powershift t-shirts. And that's beautiful because those are new t-shirts. Some of y'all are wearing those same Barack Obama t-shirts you were wearing on election night. And they're getting kind of smelly. So, we want to give you the opportunity to put a different face on your chest, a different hero, the hero you're going to have to rely on to get us through the next 4, the next 10, the next 20, the next 30 years, and that face is your face, Generation Powershift. So I ask you want to put your face on your chest and at least alternate with the brother Obama? Go to greenforall.org, put the name on the chest. We need green jobs now. Folks are suffering now. People don't have jobs now. People have been thrown out their homes now. We need green jobs now. Get the t-shirt. I want to thank, oh, by the way, that's the Green for All team right there. Give them a round of applause. I want to thank them. They're the people who help the people who help the people. They're the people who hold the people who hold the people. From Appalachia, Native American reservations, Watts, Oakland, New Bedford. And I get a lot of the credit, but the reality is that one monkey don't make no show. And we have an incredible team with Green for All. I want to thank them and I also want to thank you. I want to thank you. I want you to know, young people, young scholars, that you were born for a reason. It's not an accident that you were born right now, when we need you the most. Some of you here have been lost and lonely for a long time. Some of you have wondered, why do you have so much pain in your heart? Some of you have always been the most sensitive people. Even when you were little children, you saw people being mistreated in the classroom. And even though you weren't the one being mistreated, you would cry. You couldn't stand to see somebody bullied in the neighborhood. You couldn't stand to see somebody mistreated in the home. You couldn't even stand to see a little dog being kicked or mistreated. You couldn't even watch the horror movies. Your cousins could watch the horror movies, but you'd have to run in the other room. I know you. But am I talking to anybody in here? And you may have wondered all this time why. Why could you see things other people couldn't see? Why were you moved by things other people ignored? I'll tell you why. Because your generation was born to save this whole planet. The whole human drama has been leading up to you. You are the generation that we have been waiting for. And some of you don't yet know that. But each one of you is a walking technological superpower. Each one of you have more technology on your person right now than the US government had when it put a man on the moon. If you have an iPod, if you have a cell phone, you have more and better technology right now. It used to be 10 years ago, ancient times. If a person could just sit on a bench and pull all the knowledge of the world into their mind, that person would be considered a god. That's just you with a laptop on Google. That's how much power you have individually. 10 years ago, if somebody was walking down the street and they could move their lips and somebody around the world could hear their voice, that person would be considered a god. That's just you on your cell phone. I want you to understand how much power you have. And the time has come for you to cease to use those technological devices as toys and use them as tools. Because greening this economy is not just a technological challenge or a political challenge or a legislative challenge or a business challenge. It's a moral challenge. And only your generation is diverse enough, loving enough, connected enough, determined enough to meet the true moral challenge that we face, which is this. We have to create a green economy, that's true. That's true. But we have to create a green economy that Dr. King would be proud of. We have to create a green economy that includes everybody. They have a place in it for everybody. That's why we say green for all. And you have the ability and the power to do that. But the challenge is, will you settle for eco-apartheid? The challenge is, will you settle for green for some? I don't believe that your generation will do that. So you are the final backstop. You are the final hope for humanity. And this country will never be more idealistic than you are. This country will never be more committed to justice than you are. This country will never be more determined, more courageous than you are. You are the final line of defense for unborn generations, for the children of all species. You were born for a reason. You were born for a reason. Now, if we are going to have a movement that includes everybody, we got to really include everybody. Let me tell you what that means. That means this movement has to also include the coal miners. The coal miners. They are people too. They are people too. And they have to be included. Now, I'm going to tell you this. All that clean coal stuff. All that clean coal stuff. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, we can have clean coal. I'm for clean coal, but I'll tell you what, if we're going to have clean coal, let's have a couple other things.